It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a pair of teams who fought multiple times in the Super Bowl. It's the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles, coming up next.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
The ball is teed up. Kicking team looks ready. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Here's Avery Williams on the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Hurts now from the gun. He throws a bullet down the right. He's got it inside the 25. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game.
We're going to get a second look at this. Jerron Mayo disagreeing with the call and throws the flag.
The previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. 1st and 10, here's Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
On 1st down, Hurts. He brings it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The touchdown disappears. He was not able to reach the end zone after all. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Hurts. And the Patriots get home. They dropped him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Stopped for no gain, and it leaves them 6 yards out on third and goal.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Hurts now on third and goal. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. The kick by Hopkins is good. And the opening drive, the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers out to determine how severe this may be. They're out and set, first and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Man in motion here. On second down, it's Stevenson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to the link right after this. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They have 3rd down and 8.
19 tight, 19 tight. Cut 19, cut 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Operating from the gun, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
A conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. Trying to throw for it with May. Pushes this one towards the sideline. He's got it, and the feet are in bounds too. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. They've got to like how they've been moving it early here. It's down to the opposing 45-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here.
70 Lions. Corey, 70.
Here's May to the air. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's 3rd down now.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
19 Lions. Go.
May now on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at a 4th down. May throwing for it. He finds it beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Let's go.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Track 60.
Going play action, May. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Let's go now. Don't go 18. Check. 18 rep. 18 rep. Left wing 19. Ready?
On play action, here's May. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll come up 1st and 10. The give inside to Stevenson. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Patriots pushing for points. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Jack Panther. Let go.
They go again with Stevenson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Going power with the big tight end. And he gets in, touchdown. The Patriots get some late points and the lead. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles and receiver Devontae Smith returning to the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First and 10 now from the 30.
No, touch that.
And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
No, touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
No, touch that.
First down throwing for Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first.
Crowd left Yeti. Great, great.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he put some heat on it. Big gain downfield. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. To return this, Marcus Jones. He stopped on the return at the 27. New England taking the field, its second series of the game coming up. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the gun, it's May. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First down throw for May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down.
Here we go, shot. Check smash, check smash.
Trying again, following the sack. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. May now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They send a man in motion. To the air on first down, May. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, then completions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, it's May. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. That is Lewis Cine. And the Eagles get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
He fires one deep down brought in inside the 20. We're at halftime here in Philadelphia, and the Eagles have soared to a lead at the break. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit, but first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback, that's Jalen Hurts. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. The New England offense with the football. They get it first here in the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Fell on the catch. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's the pistol snap to May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To throw, here's May. Digs there to bring it in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Trying to work quickly now. Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Great. Go.
Barkley trying this up the gut. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. It's going to be a pickup of about 2. That leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Patriots will be backed up pretty deep to start the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Come 19. Come 19. 7 Tiger. Pass for 11.
Made a throw it. Gets it quickly to Douglas. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
18, right here. 70
Here's May. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ready up.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Hand to 60. Hand to 60. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
May. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Second and 3 now. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. Sack.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's the Patriots with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Ready. Traveler. Traveler. Check up.
Running for it with Stevenson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Go. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Rush coming for May. Oh no, the ball is loose! And no turnover, it's gonna stay with the offense.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Hold it ready.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Set ready. 60 back. Back 60. Buffalo 18. Go.
Another try following the sack. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Looking slant route, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
Here he goes, gotta have this on fourth down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on fourth down, and they move those chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. Here's 2nd and 7. Brought in by Hooper. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Like it, get team.
This is Stevenson on the give. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They've got a man in motion. Second down, they go back to Stevenson. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Patriots have taken the lead late. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown! So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Here he is to throw. They connect on the deep shot. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Patriots running their offense out there. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
19 right. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Back to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60
Setting up to pass. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived.
Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty.
Track 60. Go street.
To the air on 1st down, May. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Ready. Buffalo 18. 18 left. 18 left. Left lane 19.
May trying again here on 2nd. That's caught at the 4. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30.
No touch. No touch.
One final shot here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory.